All right, so you guys sent in a ton of questions about eye health, and wow, there's a lot here.
Yeah.
But don't worry, that's what we're here for.
Right.
We're going to take a deep dive into all things eye health.
Yeah.
Everything from weird flashes and floaters to
Mm.
everyday habits to keep your vision, top notch.
Okay, sounds good.
And maybe even a surprising connection between anxiety and eye flashes.
Here's to
So before we jump in, I do want to mention this deep dive is for informational purposes only.
Right.
So if you have any concerns about your eye health,
Yeah.
definitely consult with a professional.
That was good advice.
Okay, so let's get started with something that I find particularly intriguing.
Okay.
Those mysterious eye flashes some people experience, like seeing shooting stars or like lightning streaks in your vision.
Right.
What's the deal with those?
Well, those flashes, even the floaters that sometimes come with them, can be a little unnerving. Yeah. Most common culprit is the vitreous gel in your eye.
Oh.
As we age, this gel, which is usually thick and jelly-like, starts to thin out.
Okay.
And can actually pull on your retina.
The retina being that crucial camera film at the back of the eye, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And that tugging on the retina is what can cause those flashes of light. Most of the time, it's harmless.
Okay.
It's just a normal part of aging.
Okay.
But it's important to be aware of the signs that might indicate something more serious.
Okay, so red flags.
Yeah.
What should people be looking out for?
A sudden increase in flashes.
Okay.
Especially if they're accompanied by a lot of new floaters.
Hmm.
That's definitely something to pay attention to.
Okay.
Also, any changes in your vision, like a curtain or shadow effect, should be checked out immediately. These could be signs of a retinal tear or detachment, which needs prompt medical attention.
That sounds pretty scary.
Yeah.
Is it a common problem?
Retinal detachment is more common in people over 40
Okay.
and those with a family history of it or other risk factors like severe nearsightedness. But it can happen to anyone.
Right.
The key is to be aware of the warning signs and get checked out promptly if you experience them.
So those flashes and floaters, they're like our eyes trying to tell us something's up.
That's a great way to put it.
Wow.
And just like with any other health concern, early detection is key.
Right.
Now, while those flashes might be a sign of something serious, there's another common eye issue that most of us experience.
Yeah.
And it's often triggered by our modern lifestyle.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Eye strain.
You guessed it.
Ugh. Tell me about it.
Right.
I feel like I'm constantly staring at a screen these days.
Yeah.
Whether it's my phone or my laptop or even the TV.
It's true.
It's no wonder our eyes are feeling the strain.
Our digital habits are definitely taking a toll on our eye health.
Yeah.
When eye strain itself isn't usually serious,
Right.
it can be incredibly uncomfortable and impact our productivity.
So what can we do about it?
Right.
Besides, ditching all our devices and living off the grid?
Well, while a digital detox might be ideal,
Yeah.
there are definitely more practical steps we can take to manage eye strain.
Okay.
One of the simplest yet most effective is the 20-20-20 rule.
Okay, I've heard of this.
Yeah.
Remind me. How does it go?
Every 20 minutes,
Okay.
take a break from your screen and focus on something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds.
Okay.
This gives your eyes a chance to rest and refocus.
Yeah.
It might seem like a small thing,
Right.
but it can make a big difference.
I'll admit I'm pretty bad at remembering to do that.
Yeah, I think we all are.
What else can we do to make our screen time a little easier on the eyes?
Adjusting your environment can help too.
Okay.
Make sure your workspace is well lit. Reduce glare on your screens.
Right.
And consider using artificial tears if you tend to get dry eyes. And believe it or not, even your posture can impact your eye health.
Posture?
Yeah.
How does that come into play?
Well, if you're hunched over your computer,
Yeah.
your eyes are working harder to focus.
Okay.
So sit up straight,
Uh-huh.
position your screen at a comfortable distance,
Right.
and make sure you're not straining your neck and shoulders.
So it's all connected.
Exactly.
Good posture, comfortable setup.
Yeah.
Regular breaks.
Yeah.
It's like ergonomics for your eyes.
Exactly. It's
Yep.
about creating an environment that supports your overall well-being,
Okay.
including your eye health.
I like it.
And speaking of supporting our well-being,
Yeah.
let's talk about lifestyle choices that can have a big impact on our vision.
All right, let's dive into that.
Okay.
I know we're supposed to eat carrots for good eyesight,
Right.
but is that really the whole story?
Yeah. Is there more to it than that?
What does a truly eye-healthy diet look like?
While carrots do contain beta-carotene,
Okay.
which our bodies convert into vitamin A, an important nutrient for eye health,
Yeah.
they're not the only hero in the produce aisle.
Okay.
You want to focus on foods rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that specifically protect against age-related damage.
So give it to us straight.
Right.
What should we be eating?
Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, which are powerful antioxidants that protect the macula, the part of the eye responsible for central vision.
So that's why those leafy greens are always touted as superfoods.
They are.
What else should we be adding to our grocery list?
Don't forget about omega-3 fatty acids.
Oh, yeah, those are good for you.
They're known for their heart-healthy benefits,
Right.
but they also play a crucial role in maintaining the health of your retina and preventing dry eyes.
And where do we find these magical omega-3s?
You'll find them in abundance in fatty fish, like salmon, tuna, and mackerel. If you're not a fan of seafood, you can also get omega-3s from plant-based sources, like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts.
So we've got our leafy greens and our omega-3s.
Yeah.
What other dietary powerhouses should we be stocking up on?
Well, we can't forget about zinc. Bright zinc.
Wheat zinc.
It plays a crucial role in helping our bodies absorb those superhero antioxidants, like lutein and zeaxanthin.
Right.
Plus, zinc is important for night vision and can help prevent cataracts.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
What's that?
A lot of this comes back to those antioxidants.
Yeah, they are really important.
Where can we find good sources of zinc?
You can find zinc in oysters, red meat, nuts, and even dark chocolate.
Okay, so a little dark chocolate for dessert is officially eye healthy.
It is?
I like the sound of that.
Me too.
But healthy eating is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
What other lifestyle factors play a role in keeping our eyes in top shape?
One that's often overlooked,
Okay.
but incredibly important, is managing stress.
Stress.
You see, when we're stressed, our bodies release cortisol, which can trigger the fight or flight response.
Right.
This can lead to a bunch of physiological changes, including dilated pupils.
Okay, I'm following so far.
Yeah.
But how does that tie into our eye health?
Well, those dilated pupils can actually cause the vitreous gel to shift.
Okay.
Potentially leading to those eye flashes we were talking about earlier.
Oh, wow.
And if you already have some age-related changes happening in your vitreous, that stress response can exacerbate those flashes and floaters.
So stress isn't just bad for our mental health. It can actually manifest in physical ways, impacting our vision.
It can.
That's fascinating and a little bit scary.
It really highlights the interconnectedness of our overall health and well-being.
Yeah.
And it emphasizes the importance of finding healthy coping mechanisms for stress, whether it's through exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, or whatever works best for you.
Great point. It's all about finding what helps you unwind and de-stress.
Exactly.
Now, speaking of healthy habits, I know staying hydrated is important for overall health, but is there a specific connection to our eye health?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Remember that vitreous gel we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, dehydration can actually cause it to degenerate faster, potentially leading to more of those pesky floaters.
Okay.
So make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day.
Good to know. It's easy to forget how much our eyes rely on proper hydration.
It is.
And while we're on the topic of things that are bad for our eyes, we can't ignore the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Smoking.
Right.
Smoking is bad for pretty much everything.
It is.
But how does it specifically damage our eyes?
Smoking constricts blood vessels,
Okay.
which reduces the flow of oxygen and nutrients to the eyes. This can accelerate the development of cataracts and increase your risk of age-related macular degeneration, which is a leading cause of vision loss.
Wow, that's serious.
It is.
It's one more reason to kick the habit if you haven't already.
For sure.
So we've covered diet, stress management, hydration, and avoiding smoking.
Yeah.
What else can we do to protect our precious eyesight?
Sun protection is crucial.
Okay.
You wear sunscreen to protect your skin from the sun's harmful rays. Right.
Yeah.
Well, your eyes need protection too.
Okay.
UV radiation can damage the delicate tissues in your eyes, increasing your risk of cataracts and macular degeneration.
So we're talking sunglasses.
Exactly.
Yep.
Make sure you're wearing sunglasses that block 100% of UVA and UVB rays whenever you're outdoors, even on cloudy days.
Got it.
And choose sunglasses that fit snugly and wrap around your eyes to prevent light from sneaking in from the sides.
Sunglasses, stylish and essential.
They are.
Now, we've talked about a lot of things we can do on our own to protect our eye health. But what about professional care?
Yeah.
When should we be seeing an eye doctor?
Regular eye exams are crucial.
Okay.
Even if your vision seems perfectly fine.
But how often should we be going?
Yeah.
Is it like an annual checkup?
It really depends on your age and individual risk factors.
Okay.
If you're under 60 and have no history of eye problems or family history of eye disease, every 2 years is usually sufficient.
Right.
But if you're over 60, have diabetes, or have a family history of eye conditions like glaucoma, you should be seeing your eye doctor annually.
Okay, so it's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
It's not.
It's important to talk to your doctor and figure out what's best for you.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned comprehensive eye exams.
Yep.
What exactly does that entail?
Yeah.
Can you walk us through what happens during one of those?
Sure. A comprehensive eye exam is much more than just reading letters off a chart.
Okay.
It's a thorough assessment of your entire eye health.
So it's like a full-body checkup for your eyes?
Precisely.
Okay.
They'll review your medical history, test your visual acuity, check your eye muscle coordination and peripheral vision, measure your eye pressure to check for glaucoma, and even dilate your pupils to get a better view of the structures inside your eye.
Dilating the pupils, that sounds a little intense.
Yeah.
What does that involve?
They'll put some eye drops in your eyes that temporarily widen your pupils. This allows them to get a clear view of your retina and optic nerve to check for any signs of disease or damage.
So it's a bit of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Temporary blurry vision for a thorough assessment of your eye health.
That's right.
Got it.
And it's worth mentioning that these comprehensive eye exams can detect not only eye conditions, but also systemic health issues like diabetes and high blood pressure.
Wow. So it's like a 2-for-1 deal.
It is.
You're checking your eye health
and
potentially catching other health problems early on?
Exactly. It's preventative care at its finest.
Okay, I like it.
So don't skip those regular checkups. They're essential for maintaining your vision and overall health.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've talked about those mysterious eye flashes and floaters, the ever-present eye strain, the importance of a healthy lifestyle, and the different types of eye care professionals. But let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the emotional impact of vision loss.
Okay.
Because it's not just a physical issue, right?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Vision loss can be a deeply emotional experience, impacting our independence, our sense of self, and our ability to connect with the world around us.
It's not just about the physical limitations. It's about the emotional and psychological adjustments that come with those limitations.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's important to acknowledge those feelings and seek support when needed.
Yeah.
There are support groups, therapists, and counselors who specialize in helping people cope with vision loss.
It's also important to remember that vision loss doesn't have to define us.
Absolutely.
There are so many resources and assistive technologies available that can help people adapt and live fulfilling lives.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's really important to remember. There's always hope. There's always support. And there's always something you can do to improve your quality of life, even if you're facing vision challenges.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, so while we've been discussing some serious aspects of eye health, let's take a moment to lighten the mood and talk about something a little more fun.
All right, sounds good.
What are some simple, enjoyable things we can do to incorporate eye-healthy habits into our daily routines?
Well, one of my favorites is simply spending time outdoors.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought being outdoors meant more exposure to harmful UV rays?
It's true that you need to protect your eyes from the sun.
Right.
But studies have shown that spending time outdoors, even just for a few hours a week, can reduce your risk of developing nearsightedness, especially in children.
Interesting.
So encouraging kids to play outside isn't just good for their physical health and development.
Right.
It could actually benefit their eyesight, too.
It's a win-win.
Exactly.
And for adults, spending time in nature can be incredibly restorative.
It can.
Reducing stress and promoting overall well-being, which indirectly benefits your eye health.
Exactly.
I love that perspective.
Yeah.
It's not just about what we do for our eyes. It's about how we live our lives overall.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of lifestyle changes, let's not forget about the importance of sleep.
Sleep.
Getting enough shut-eye is crucial for your overall health, and your eyes are no exception.
Okay.
When you're sleep deprived, your eyes can become dry, irritated, and prone to strain.
So those late-night Netflix binges might not be doing our eyes any favors?
Probably not.
Okay.
Aim for 7-8 hours of quality sleep each night to allow your eyes to rest and regenerate.
Okay, noted. I'll try to resist the urge to watch just one more episode.
It's tough.
Now let's talk about another big one. Diet.
Okay.
We touched on this earlier.
We did.
But I know there are specific foods that are especially beneficial for eye health.
Absolutely.
Give us the goods.
Right.
What should we be loading up on?
Leafy greens are always a great choice.
Okay, yeah, we talked about those.
They're packed with lutein and zeaxanthin.
Right.
Those powerful antioxidants we mentioned earlier that protect against macular degeneration and cataracts. Spinach, kale, collard green.
Okay.
Get them into your salads, smoothies.
Yeah.
Or even saute them with some garlic and olive oil.
Delicious and nutritious.
Right.
What else is on the eye healthy menu?
Don't forget about those omega-3 fatty acids.
Okay, those are good for everything.
They're essential for maintaining the health of your retina and preventing dry eyes.
Yep.
You can find them in fatty fish like salmon, tuna, and mackerel, as well as in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds.
So we're talking brain food and eye food all in one?
Exactly.
And for a sweet treat, that's good for your eyes?
Yes.
Reach for some berries.
Oh, yeah. Berries are great.
Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, they're all loaded with antioxidants that protect against cell damage and inflammation.
Right.
Okay, I'm already feeling healthier just thinking about all these delicious foods.
Me too.
What about supplements?
Yeah.
Are there any that are particularly beneficial for eye health?
There are a few that have shown promise in research.
Okay.
But it's always best to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplements.
Yeah, that's good advice.
One that's often recommended is a combination of lutein and zeaxanthin.
Right.
Which, as we mentioned, are those powerful antioxidants found in leafy greens.
So if you're not a big fan of salads,
yeah,
you can get your daily dose in pill form.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. Another supplement that's gaining popularity is omega-3 fish oil.
Right.
Which can be helpful for those who don't eat enough fatty fish.
Okay, so we've covered diet and supplements.
We have.
What other lifestyle tips can you share?
Well, one that's often overlooked is managing stress.
Stress?
Okay, well, we talked about the connection between anxiety and eye flashes.
Right.
But chronic stress can also contribute to eye strain, dry eyes, and even vision problems.
So taking time for self-care, relaxation, and stress management isn't just good for our mental health, it's good for our eyes too.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. Even simple things like taking a few deep breaths, listening to calming music, or spending time in nature can make a difference.
Those are great tips.
Yeah.
I'm feeling more relaxed already.
Good.
What else should we keep in mind?
Well, let's talk about eye safety.
Okay.
This is especially important for those who work with hazardous materials or participate in sports that involve a risk of eye injury.
So we're talking protective eyewear.
Yeah.
Like safety glasses and goggles.
Exactly.
Okay.
Always wear appropriate eye protection
right.
when engaging in activities that could potentially harm your eyes.
Okay. Safety first.
Definitely.
Now, before we wrap up part 1 of this deep dive, how about we blow the listener's mind with some fascinating facts about the eye?
I was hoping you'd ask that.
Okay, I'm all ears.
All right, here's a fascinating tidbit.
Okay.
Your eyes can distinguish about 10 million different colors.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's like having a built-in high-definition color palette.
No wonder we're so drawn to beautiful scenery and vibrant artwork.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Here's another one.
Okay, go ahead.
Your eyes are constantly in motion.
Really?
Even when you think you're holding them still. They make tiny movements called saccades.
Oh, wow.
Which help you take in all the details of your surroundings.
So our eyes are never truly at rest.
Right.
They're always working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Even when we're not consciously aware of it.
It's amazing how much we take our vision for granted.
It is.
It's such a complex and intricate system
It is.
that allows us to experience the world in all its beauty and complexity.
Absolutely.
We'll pause there for now and come back for part 2.
Okay.
But in the meantime,
maybe
you can take a moment to appreciate just how remarkable your vision is.
I will.
Thanks for listening to part 1.
All right. Talk to you soon. It really is amazing.
It is. It's like we don't even think about it until something goes wrong. Okay, so before we went on that fascinating tangent about all the wonders of the eye, we were talking about comprehensive eye exams and all the things they can reveal.
Yeah.
But what happens if someone is already experiencing those flashes and floaters or other eye issues? What are the treatment options?
Well, that's where things get a bit more specific.
Okay.
And it really depends on what's causing the problem.
Right.
For those harmless flashes and floaters that are simply a result of aging, often no treatment is needed.
Really?
They usually settle down over time as the vitreous gel finishes separating from the retina.
So no need to panic if you see a few floaters drifting by every now and then.
Exactly. Most people learn to live with them and eventually don't even notice them anymore.
Okay, good.
However, if they become incredibly bothersome, or if they suddenly increase in number, or you experience any vision changes alongside them, it's important to see an eye doctor just to rule out anything more serious.
Got it. So it's about knowing what's normal for your eyes and what might warrant a trip to the doctor.
Exactly.
But what about those more serious conditions we talked about earlier, like retinal tears and detachments?
Right.
Those sound pretty frightening.
They are definitely conditions that require prompt medical attention.
So what are the treatment options for those?
For retinal tears.
Okay.
If they're caught early, they can often be treated with laser surgery or cryotherapy.
Okay.
These procedures basically seal the tear and prevent the retina from detaching further.
So early intervention is key here.
Absolutely. It can literally save your vision.
Wow.
With retinal detachment,
okay,
however, it usually requires surgery to reattach the retina to the back of the eye.
That sounds a bit intense.
It is a more complex procedure.
Right.
But the good news is that surgical techniques have advanced significantly over the years.
That's good.
The success rate is quite high, especially when the detachment is caught and treated early.
Well, that's reassuring.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've talked about the treatment options for those more serious eye conditions, but what about the everyday stuff that most of us deal with, like eye strain, dry eyes?
Yep.
Even just feeling like our eyes are tired and overworked?
Right.
Any tips for dealing with that?
You know, beyond the 20-20-20 rule, which is always a good one to keep in mind,
right,
there are some other simple things you can do to ease those everyday eye discomforts.
Okay.
For dry eyes.
Yeah.
Which are becoming increasingly common.
Right. Especially with screens.
Especially with all the screen time we're all exposed to.
Right.
Using artificial tears can really help.
I've heard of those. Are they like eye drops?
Exactly.
Huh?
They're basically lubricating eye drops that help replenish the moisture in your eyes.
Okay.
And they come in different formulations. So you can find one that works best for you. Some people even find that simply blinking more often can help.
Blinking more often. That's something I definitely don't think about consciously.
It's true.
Yeah.
We tend to blink less when we're staring at screens, which
well.
contributes to dry eye. So make a conscious effort to blink more frequently throughout the day.
Okay.
Especially when you're looking at a screen.
Okay. That's a good one to remember.
Yeah.
Any other tips for those of us who feel like our eyes are constantly working overtime?
Well, something that often gets overlooked is the importance of proper lighting.
You mean like making sure you have enough light when you're reading or working?
That's part of it.
Okay.
But it's also about the type of lighting.
Oh, okay.
Harsh overhead fluorescent lights
Yeah.
can actually contribute to eye strain.
Ah.
So if possible, try to use softer, more natural lighting.
Okay.
Like lamps with warm bulbs.
So swapping out those harsh fluorescents for something a bit more cozy could actually help our eyes feel less strained.
Exactly. And if you're working on a computer, make sure your screen isn't too bright.
Right.
You can adjust the brightness settings to make it more comfortable for your eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm definitely guilty of cranking up the brightness on my laptop sometimes.
I think we all are.
I'll have to pay more attention to it. Now, I know we've been talking about a lot of preventative measures and treatment options.
Right.
But I'm curious,
what's
on the horizon for eye care?
Oh, that's a good question.
Are there any exciting new developments or breakthroughs that we should be aware of?
There's actually quite a bit happening in the world of eye care right now.
Really?
It's a really exciting time to be in this field.
Wow.
One area that's particularly promising is the development of gene therapies for inherited eye diseases.
Gene therapies. So we're talking about actually correcting the faulty genes that cause these diseases.
Exactly. It's still early days.
But there have been some encouraging clinical trials.
Wow.
Particularly for conditions like retinitis pigmentosa, which is a group of inherited diseases that cause vision loss.
That's incredible. It's like science fiction coming to life.
Right.
What other innovations are on the horizon?
Another area that's advancing rapidly is the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning in eye care.
Interesting.
Researchers are developing AI-powered systems that can analyze retinal images and detect signs of eye disease earlier and more accurately than ever before.
So it's like having a superpowered eye doctor by your side.
In a way, yes.
Wow.
These systems can pick up on subtle changes that might be missed by the human eye, allowing for earlier diagnosis and treatment.
That's amazing. It's like we're stepping into the future of eye care.
I know. It's exciting.
What about treatments?
Yeah.
Are there any new therapies that are particularly promising?
One area that's generating a lot of buzz is regenerative medicine. Scientists are exploring ways to use stem cells to repair damaged eye tissue and even regenerate entire organs.
Regenerate entire organs? That sounds like something out of a superhero movie.
It does sound incredible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
While these technologies are still in their early stages, the potential is truly transformative.
It gives us hope that even those facing serious vision challenges might one day have access to cures and treatments that were once unimaginable.
Exactly. It's an exciting time to be alive and witnessing these advancements unfold.
Well, while we wait for those groundbreaking treatments to become widely available, there's still a lot we can do right now to protect our vision and maintain our eye health.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of them.
And I think you have some more of those mind-blowing eye facts up your sleeve, don't you?
I always have a few more.
Okay.
Are you ready for another round of eye-amazing trivia?
Bring it on. I'm all ears.
Okay. Here's one that might surprise you.
Okay.
Your eyes are about an inch wide and weigh about 1/4 of an ounce each.
Wow, that's smaller than I imagined.
Yeah.
They pack a lot of power into such a small package.
They do. And here's another one.
Okay.
Your eyes can process images in as little as 13 milliseconds.
Okay. That's seriously impressive.
It is fast.
No wonder our vision feels so instantaneous.
Right.
What other eye-opening facts do you have for us?
Well, how about this? Your peripheral vision is actually quite limited in terms of color perception. You primarily see in shades of gray in your peripheral vision.
Really?
Your central vision is where you perceive the full spectrum of colors.
Wait, really? I had no idea. So when we talk about seeing out of the corner of our eye, it's not quite as colorful as we might think.
That's right. Your central vision is where all the color magic happens.
I'm learning so much today. You know, I think our listeners probably feeling a little overwhelmed with all this information, but in a good way, of course.
Right.
So before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, let's recap some of the key takeaways so far.
That's a great idea. Let's distill it down to the essentials.
Ready. Absolutely.
Okay, first things first.
Okay.
Those strange flashes and floaters we were talking about, most of the time they're harmless.
Right.
But if you notice a sudden increase or any changes in your vision, get to an eye doctor ASAP.
Exactly.
Early detection is key when it comes to protecting your vision.
Couldn't agree more.
Right.
And remember, those comprehensive eye exams are crucial for everyone.
Yeah.
Even if you think your vision is perfectly fine.
Right.
They can detect not only eye problems, but also underlying health conditions that might be affecting your eyes.
Right. It's about being proactive with your eye health.
Just like you would be with any other aspect of your well-being.
Absolutely.
And on that note, don't underestimate the power of a healthy lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
What you eat, how much you sleep, how you manage stress.
Yeah.
It all plays a role in keeping your eyes healthy and your vision sharp.
It's all connected.
And while we wait for those futuristic gene therapies and regenerative treatments to become a reality, there's still so much we can do right now to take care of our precious eyesight.
You can.
Absolutely. Okay, I think we're ready to wrap up part 2 of our eye health deep dive.
Okay.
Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll delve into some more fascinating insights and leave you with some final thoughts to ponder. Welcome back to our deep dive into all things eye health. You know, I have to say, I'm really enjoying this journey of discovery.
Me too. It's so fascinating to explore, the intricacies of our vision and how much it impacts our overall well-being.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, so before we went on that little recap, you were teasing us with some mind-blowing facts about the eye.
I was.
I think we're ready for another dose of eye-mazing trivia.
All right, get this. Your eyes are actually extensions of your brain.
Wait, what? How is that even possible?
Well, the retina, which is that light-sensitive layer at the back of your eye, is actually made up of brain tissue. It develops from the same embryonic tissue as your brain.
Wow.
So when you're looking at something, you're essentially using a part of your brain to process that visual information.
That is mind-blowing. So our eyes are literally connected to our brains.
They are.
In a way that goes beyond just sending signals back and forth.
That's right. It's a direct connection.
Okay.
Which explains why vision problems can sometimes be indicative of underlying neurological issues.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, you've definitely raised the bar with that one. What other eye-opening facts do you have for us?
How about this? The muscles that control your eyes are some of the most active muscles in your body.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. What makes them so active?
Well, think about it. Your eyes are constantly moving, scanning your surroundings, adjusting to different lighting conditions, focusing on objects at various distances.
Okay.
All of that requires a lot of muscle coordination.
That's true. I guess we don't really think about how much work our eye muscles are doing all the time.
I know.
And those muscles are incredibly precise.
They are.
In fact, they can make adjustments as small as 1/1000th of a millimeter.
It's amazing.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's like having miniature high-precision machines operating in our eyes.
Pretty much. And here's one more fun fact to round things out. The only part of your body that doesn't have blood vessels is the cornea.
The cornea?
That transparent outer layer of your eye.
Wait, seriously, how does it get oxygen and nutrients if it doesn't have blood vessels?
That's a great question. The cornea gets its oxygen directly from the air, and it absorbs nutrients from the tears in the aqueous humor.
Okay.
Which is the fluid that fills the space between the cornea and the lens.
Wow. Our bodies are so incredibly complex.
They are.
Okay, I think our listener's brain is probably overflowing with eye-mazing knowledge at this point.
Probably.
But before we wrap up this deep dive completely, I want to bring us back to something we touched on earlier.
Okay.
The emotional and psychological impact of vision loss.
Yeah.
I think it's important to acknowledge that this is a real challenge for many people.
Absolutely. Vision loss can be a life-altering experience, and it's not something that should be taken lightly.
Right.
It can impact every aspect of a person's life.
Right.
From their daily routines to their relationships to their overall sense of well-being.
It's not just about the physical limitations.
Right.
It's about the emotional and social adjustments that come with those limitations.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that everyone copes with vision loss differently.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way to feel. Some people might experience feelings of grief, anger, or depression.
Right.
While others might feel a sense of determination to adapt and overcome the challenges.
And there are resources available.
There are.
For people who are struggling with vision loss, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There are support groups, therapists, counselors, and organizations dedicated to helping people navigate the emotional and practical aspects of vision loss.
Right.
And there are also amazing advancements in assistive technology.
Wow.
That can help people maintain their independence and quality of life.
That's good to know. So while vision loss can be a difficult journey, there is hope and support available.
There is.
And speaking of hope, I think we've ended our deep dive on a really positive note.
We have.
We've explored the wonders of the eye, learned about the latest advancements in eye care, and gained a deeper appreciation for the precious gift of sight.
I couldn't agree more. It's been an enlightening journey.
And it wouldn't have been the same without you and your incredible expertise. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us today.
It's been my pleasure.
And to our listener, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of eye health.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We hope you found it informative and inspiring.
We do.
Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your health.
It is.
The more you know about your eyes,
Yeah.
the better equipped you are to protect your vision and make informed decisions about your eye care.
Absolutely.
And don't hesitate to reach out to a qualified eye care professional if you have any questions or concerns.
Good advice.
Now, before we say goodbye,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Always. Hit me with it.
Your eyes are the windows to your soul, and they deserve to be treated with care and respect.
I like that.
So cherish your vision, protect it, and nourish it with everything you've learned today.
Beautifully said.
And on that note, we'll bid you farewell. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those eyes healthy.